Hello everyone, this is Leo and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Vulcan T-Pow PvP build. Now if you want to watch some gameplay footage of this ship, head to the last two previous videos. You'll see the ship recorded live in Karat Antics, where I'll be flying around and getting some sub-nukes off and holding enemies and debuffing them, etc. So yeah, let's have a look at the build. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. So just looking at the weapons, first of all, we have the particle emission plasma torpedo, PEP in other words. Now this disables cloak. It also reduces turn rate and impulse speed on a target. We've got a Norscan energy torpedo, which also gives chance to hold. We've got Kantari missiles, again reducing flight turn rate, etc. Plus they go off very quickly. Now deflector, we're going for a Delta Alliance deflector because this is a very tanky one in my opinion. Obviously giving lots of HP as well as whole restoration as well. Secondary deflector, we're going for an inhibiting one with obviously radiation damage there. We've got fortified prevailing impulse engines for that speed boost when activating aux power to SIF, which is over here. We're going for a two-piece discovery set for the warp core and the shields, which will give this where's the bonus here, more details, sorry. So you get an extra 120% hull regeneration. After weapons, we've got black op mines, not blackout, although hopefully they do black out people and hold them, which is also what they're supposed to be doing. Now I've gone for the three-piece trilithium set here. So we've got obviously an Omni and we've got the tricobalt torpedo. Now I'm wanting some extra damage resistance as well as a hull cap. Being a scout vessel, the hull cap on this is pretty low, so I'm just trying to actually boost this up as much as I can. Now for defensive consoles, so that was obviously the three-piece there that we just spoke about. Now I've got protomatter for healing. I've got a Pax for extra damage resistance as well as hull cap. So these ones, along with this one here, reiterate structural capacitor for also healing. Now I do rotate these, so for example, I'll show you here. So this bar here, 1 to 7, is all on my mouse controls. So I've got 2 and 3. Now if somebody is maybe suffering, like a teammate who's getting some damage, I might fly along near them, press this and help heal them up. Again, I'll put this one as well, not at the same time, but I do rotate these as we go along. Now in terms of let's say locking down consoles, we've got first of all, where is it? Here's a parasitic ice console. We've also got the hostile, so I use these two to obviously try and hold people, along with the web spinner as well. So we've got these three here. Now I've got a plasma storm and I've also got the neutronic eddy as well. Now for some escape consoles, we've got a wormhole, which you could put also, you could also put the Picard maneuver, the warp burst console, which is a 1 minute. I use this one because I do quite like it. It gives me that speed and also helps heal me as well. I've got a screen in case I get under a lot of damage. I will just press this and watch them all not sit around me. Some do, some just fly off, which is great. But when I do use this console, what I normally do if they are hanging around near me, I try to make sure my evasive maneuvers is up. Because when I activate this trait here, invasive maneuvers, which is this one, I will phase in and out. So if I use this along with obviously Duratanium surplus, and pressing any orcs to Sith, or even engineering team or science team, or using engine and auxiliary batteries. Pretty much I can just run away very quickly, even with using obviously Intel team as well. So if people are hanging around, this is what I tend to use, this sort of a combo, to make sure, because if they're hanging around, they're going to try and lock you down after you come out of screen. So it's very important to run, because otherwise, as soon as you lock down, you're pretty much gonna get nuked and scanned and hit hard and die probably. We've got fluidic phase decouplers as a cheap nice console. Also these two consoles get you out of obviously ice, out of the parasitic ice console, but like I said, you can get the warp burst capacitor as well if you want to use that one. So we'll go on to obviously traits, as we were discussing just a minute ago. We've got fresh from an R&R, we've got give you all. I'm using photonic capacitor just because, being a Gemidal science, my photonic fleet also comes, the battleships also come with subnuke ability number 2. So when in certain circumstances, if there's not too much going on, or if somebody is, like I said, in screen, I'll probably just dump a photonic fleet on top of them, and sometimes you might get a subnuke from the fleet out onto a target. So I'm using this one just to cool down that power. We've got bulkhead technicians, IAA, we've got invasive control planet programming, we've got persuader submission, unconventional systems to help obviously cool down the universal consoles. So all of these obviously here. So and then we've got biotech patch, and we've got boiler effect to also help cool down recharge time on bridge officer abilities. Now I'm using Exitus. I do not even have a tactical team here. I've got Intel Team 3, so I'm using Exitus with Intel Team 3. We've got improved gravity wells, we've got spore infused anomalies, we've got temporal anchor, we've got invincible, and we've got invasive maneuvers. Reputation traits, we've got advanced hull reinforcements, we've got orcs power to defense, we've got automated protomatter conduits, we've got active hull hardening, we've got fortified hull. I mean, you could change this if you want to critical deflection, but I do find that actually this does help if under quite a lot of damage, and being a ship with no cloak, and people will be on your back all the time, sometimes that you will suffer some damage, and this does kick in, so it does help you there. Station wise, we've got torp spread, I've got ionic turbulence, I've got obviously Intel Team 3, we've got engineering team, we've got orcs to Sith. Actually, before we continue, let me just bring up the roster of duty officers, so then we can talk about those at the same time. So orcs power to auxiliary power to structure integrity field. Now we do have the placate doff, which is here. Bear with me. So when somebody damages you, they will get placated, so that will trigger there. We've got emergency power to engines 3, because I want this ship to be as fast as possible. Emergency power to shields. We do have this duty officer here to remove debuffs when using emergency power ability. We've got reverse shield polarity for any beam overload builds. We've got science team for clearing subnukes. We've got tractor beam, we've got photonic officer to just help with gaps between cooldowns. I'm using a viral matrix along with gravity well 3. Viral matrix now, if you are going to use this ability, make sure you get a purple and a blue, because the procs are actually better than if you have two purples. Just a little tip there. I've got aftershock gravity wells there as well, so on the duty officers. Okay, so yeah, let's go over to skills. Now I am running an NG Ultimate here. which is with ablative corruption. So I'll just talk you over a few of my keybinds here. So on obviously this row I've got hostile acquisition, I've got some healing here. This is the ablative corruption. Now if you read there, it says that when activated, the target does not regenerate hull, and they also receive 50% reduced hull healing for the duration. Now sometimes you might see a target that's already been sub-nuked and scanned by somebody else. Now you can press that on just to add a little extra to debuff them in terms of healing. Now I also got obviously my sub-nuke, my scan, so sometimes I use that as my own combo as well. This here is the holding spam bar, let's just say. So this is all on keybind. We've got the web spinner, we've got the ice, we've got neutronic eddies, we've got tractor beam viral, ionic turbulence, plasma storm, gravity wells. This is my movement bar, so I'm putting on two lots of duratanium surplus, obviously intel team. So as soon as I move around, this is all linked to actually WASD, so I'll just show you guys here. Why am I in like a black space here? So anyway, moving around here, you can see how quick this ship turns. It is so fast, guys. So yeah, it's really nice ship. So that is all on there. So in terms of movement, everything else I do like to individually use. Obviously, like wormhole, you know, that's going in and out. We've got fluidic, which is the next one, and that's a nice escape. As you can see, it's super fast. Then we've got followed by invasive maneuvers, and look how far away that station is by now. So if I was over there, I would be like instantly away, and you can see if I click in even just engineering team and science team, it's activating the boosts there. We've got RSP obviously in case people do start attacking me. We've got also here ablative Jevonite hard hit points to increase my hull, and also in this one from the competitive rep to increase my hull as well. And yeah, I think that's probably, let's just check guys that we've gone over everything. We've gone over all the gear there. We did the traits, we've done the stations, we've also looked at the skill tree. So obviously it is here science and pretty much engineering with that ultimate there. And we did look at the duty officers there. So that should be about it. We will have a new ship next week coming out, but if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time. Also, before we go, check out my live streams on Twitch. Thursdays is always a new PvP build coming out, and Sundays is Karat Cam, where you can join me and others in Karat, as well as queuing up for the solo duo public arena. Alright, thanks guys, take care, bye bye.